Hey guys, welcome to Trade Day. We got Metal Detecting North Carolina in here. We've got Kevin in here. Welcome in, guys. Guys, welcome. Hear that? YouTube side of it. Audio on it. How is everybody doing today? Metal detecting for a little bit and found a war nickel and a nice old Philippine centavo. So I was pretty excited about that. It was a good hunt. Don't find war nickels very often. What's up, Southern Coin? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Very good. It's been a good day.
Good. I'm just getting everything set up. So, literally took me a week. I had coin show last weekend, and I literally took a whole week to unpack everything.
Oh my goodness.
I literally unpacked everything like 3 hours ago. It wasn't much, but still, it's like I had a whole week. Why did I not do this sooner? Although it was nice to see an empty desk for a week.
Yeah.
That happens once a month. That's pretty much it.
Well, I definitely did some shopping and got quite a bit of stuff for everybody. Got some pretty decent coins for you guys. So I'm just getting everything arranged also. I got more stuff on the way too coming to me. Hopefully I'll get most of that in the mail soon. Got everything laid out. We can get going. Hey, BB. Hey, Chew. How are you doing, Benjamin? Awesome to see you, my brother. How are you today? Saw Ashes. He was over at AC's listening to them. So I know he's floating around in YouTube land somewhere. I was watching EC and see if they find any silver in their coin roll hunt. I did that coin roll hunt last weekend with my mom. She had like 3 coffee cans of coins. And I guess you guys saw the little short that I did on it. It was pretty amazing finding a V nickel from 1890, 2 buffaloes, 3 silver dimes, a war nickel, and I don't know how many old nickels and wheat pennies, and it was a 1922 wheat penny that I found too. 22B. Couldn't believe it. That is a tough one to ever find in circulation. Period.
Hey, Ray, you're cutting out like every couple words.
Oh.
So Benjamin was noticing. I'm just like, what's he talking about?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's a lot better. Nope, lost you.
Now is it working?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I turned it on and off for just a moment. I don't know if my kids were playing with this. They shouldn't be. But I have ornery kids too.
Definitely hearing you now.
Okay, good. There we go. Oh, so I did a short where I went through 3 coffee cans of coins, came up with a 1890 V nickel, 2 buffalo nickels, a war nickel, 3 silver dimes, a whole bunch of old Jefferson nickels, a bunch of wheat pennies, and the best wheat penny was a 1922 D, which you never find in circulation. That is a tough coin to find. Definitely, I did a little short on that, and it was a pretty fun hunt. Got that 22D over here. And it's actually in pretty nice condition for its age. Doesn't have very much wear on it. I was shocked.
Yeah, you're still cutting out.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me unplug it and plug it back in and see what we get.
Okay.
Test. Is it working now?
Working now. It may be a range thing or something.
Could be.
You turn your head and you start cutting out.
Okay. Yeah, they were pushing buttons. What they did, I had it set correctly, and I don't know what they did.
So now you got to reset it.
Test.
Yep.
That's the volume, I think.
I don't know, because my mic is just plug it into the USB port and picks everything up. So
There's Ashes. What's up, bro?
What's
That's
going
the
on, everybody?
Volume.
How's everybody doing?
doing pretty good.
Good. Just getting home from No King's Day. That was exciting. Nationwide protests.
Pattern.
For No King.
Yeah.
Let's see if this one works. How's that one sound? Is that one okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
sounds
good
good.
now.
Okay. I changed the pattern setting on it.
BB Stacking, hello. Benjamin, hello. Metal Detecting, North Carolina. How's it going? Kevin Rose, Chew, Southern Ray, StreamYard. We got everybody in chat now. Yay.
Ditto.
Conducting surgery on Ray's mic. Yep.
Yeah.
Test
I'm you.
126. Come in.
Coming forward, good buddy.
All right. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go take my uniform off and put some other clothes on. And I'll be
Okay.
back.
He'll be back when he's naked.
It's not that kind of stream.
Get this to focus in really good. There you go. I'll make myself big so everybody can see it. It may be better than the one I have in my book. I gotta check it.
When I went to the bank yesterday, I was having to move some money from like actual coin cash to PayPal because I've been running out of money more than I want to online. And I just go in there and like, hey, y'all got any $50 for big dollars? They had a lady had brought in a bunch of silver stuff, and they actually told her to keep it, but she dropped off a bunch of Ikes. Well, I didn't know they're Ikes when I got $40 of them, which I don't know why they were Ikes. But I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting like $40 in Morgan's. Like, this is gonna be great. And there's $40 of bicentennial Ike dollars, but yeah. But
Kind of a letdown.
a little bit. But gave her my card and stuff. Like, hey, if she comes back in, let me know. And
Yeah.
like, of course, the one time I tell her no, stuff is silver.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad they were honest and they didn't let some old lady cash in.
It happens all the time too. Like you'll get some little old lady come in and want to dump a whole bunch of coins and they'll tell her the server, and they don't want to go anywhere and try to do anything with it, and they just dump it at the bank.
Yeah, they just want face
Okay.
value and moving on. But I'm just like, could you all just like let her do it anyway?
And they do. They let her do it.
Yeah.
Let them do it a lot of
Yeah.
times.
But I got 4 rolls and Ike, and I got $40 in Ike's, and I got some of these. I got a couple like George Washington and Lincoln, like original mint rolls too. They had some other dollar coins, so I picked these up. Because I mean, some people collect these. I think I sold some of these to Vincent at one point. But
there was a guy who brought in the whole set, P&D set of the dollar coins.
Yeah.
To the coin shop when I was there of all the years, and they were in the original government packaging. And they asked him, "Well, what would you give me for them?" And he said, "Face value." But that's for dollar coins; they just don't move.
They don't move. I mean, these
No
that
one
are.
wants them.
I mean,
Piece of
these.
shit.
I think I see them on eBay, $30 to $35 for a roll, and they're $25 face. So it's like there's not a big markup on them, but there is a small markup, but not enough to where I think a coin shop would want to deal with it. But you never know. That one, I have no idea. I know this is like an old roll of $25, but I have no idea what's in there because it's, of course, it's double eagle on both ends.
Oh yeah.
So, like that one's tempting to just crack, but I'm like it's also like in an original roll. Like they don't make that style of roll anymore. I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of neat there, but at the same time, it's like I kind of just want to. I will probably just end up cracking this one to spend it. So we'll see.
You have a complete set of the proofs too. All the proof coins, all the way up to 74. Even have a 39 proof, 1939 proof Lincoln cent. Just need that one right there. And I know Ash just has it for sale.
Yes, I do. I'm back.
Heck. We'll see how many we got. We got 9 watching. Make sure you guys are sharing it out. Hit that like button too. I'm going to go share it out so we can get more people in here.
Hello, Papa Frank Guido.
What's up,
How's
Papa
the-
Frank?
How's the beach today, sir? CJ's Coins and Crafts. What's up? How's it going?
Share it out. I picked up quite a bit of good stuff. I hope you guys really like it. Spent a lot of money. Lots and lots of monies. Just this. Let me bring
The beach is wet. Nice. Hey, Kellen, how's it going?
I heard the ocean was wet too at times. Focus doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot.
CJ, you're very welcome. I'm glad that worked in there very well for you. That's good. Brian always needs dimes. That's good. Ray's showing off his ring.
Trying to get a focus point. Depth of focus.
Fifth day of thunderstorms. Yep.
Focus is the manual focus isn't doing anything at all. And I put it on autofocus and it will, but then it's jumping back and forth constantly.
Do you have a Logitech camera?
Yeah. Exposure. Back to the focus. I think Ash has booted himself out. Focus there. Jumping. I shouldn't be doing that because I have autofocus off. I don't know why it's doing that. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I unplugged I have my phone plugged into my laptop.
Oh.
But anyway, Big T and I both were having the same issues. And what I found out in doing some research is the latest G Hub that was released had a problem with it. And so I ended up going back and I deleted my G Hub, and I just happened to have one in my download folders from like a year ago, and it works fine. So
okay, so you just went back to the original software just for the camera only.
Yeah, and yeah, so having to delete that, and that saves a lot. So
okay, got it set there. Hopefully, it's not jumping around too much. It's still kind of flickering back and forth when it shouldn't be. It should be solid. Okay. Well, we've been in here for 19 minutes. We had 11 people watching. I guess we're just going to get going. And we're going to start out with some stuff here. I do have a beautiful 2017 Denver Sacagawea, or AKA Sacagawea. Everybody thinks he's going to suck. Jumping, I hate that. Okay. But this one is the 2017. So if you don't have that one, I'm doing a buck and go on it. So at face value, a buck and go. It is a 2017 Denver. These are NIFCs. They were only made for collectors and mint sets, not really for circulation at all. 2017 Denver. Got CJ at 1. Anybody for 2? Looking for 2? Looking for 2. Noise in the background, I guess. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud. Usually about where I have it set. A little noise in the background there. I wish we had more options for music. Without having to buy it, but all right, looking for 2. We want to count her down. Looking for 2 on this one here. Gonna be a 3, a 2, 1. See how it just jumped back on its own? Didn't touch anything in it, like jumped. Gonna be SOLD. Sold to CJ for $1. Congrats.
I will send you that link, the same link that I sent to
Okay, sounds
Big
great.
T, and that way you can, when you get a chance, you can just delete all your other stuff, and this is a link to download it.
Okay.
And, it's safe, and you can just reinstall it. It's older. It's an older version from like a year ago, but it works well. So
Okay.
I'll send it to you right now.
Definitely have to do that when we're done with the stream today. That's driving me nuts because it's like I had it set right where I wanted, and then it jumped and changed the whole depth of focus and everything and the distance on its own. I didn't touch anything. Go back to Rob.
The Gmail account or the Yahoo account? Which one you want me to send it to?
Just send it to my Yahoo account. Fine.
Yahoo, gotcha. On the way.
All right, let's do another one here. How about a 1979D, and this is the far date. Starting bid on this one is $3. $3.
Everyday lady opportunity. Thanks
What's
for the
up,
raise.
BC? How are you? Brian and the Twins is at 3. Anybody for 4? 1979 far date. Looking for 4 on it. Looking for 4. SBA. All right, we'll just count her down then. Looking for 4 on it. 2, 1. SOLD. 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 Congratulations. That is going to Brian and the Twins. Or AK Brian. All hairs. Good. Okay. Next up, I have a really nice Indian here. A little dark, but it has full liberty. You have to take it out of this. It does have like 3.5 diamonds on it. It does have a little bit of corrosion on the back. I can get it out of this. You just have to put it in a new. And it's an XF. And I'm asking a starting bid of 7. This one. There's your diamonds. It may have all 4 diamonds there, but you can see the detail in it and everything else is just really dark. This is a starting bid of $7. Full liberty, full feathers, really nice condition. Does have a little bit of the verdigris on the back, which is green. But in overall beautiful condition. That is an 07. Nice Indian. Back to my comments here. There we go. Anybody for $7 want to start that one out? Kind of the key is when you look at those diamonds, though, it's hard to find them with the diamonds on them. All right, we'll set that one off to the side. Next up, we have a 1907 Barber dime. 1907 Barber dime, and that one is $6.50. This would be a bin of $6.50. 1907 Barber dime, $6.50. You guys are working on a dime book for the Barber series. Not in bad condition at all. Not that one. All right, let's do a Morgan then. All right, this is a 1921 Morgan Philly. You can see the condition that it's in is immaculate. It does have a little few bag marks right there on the cheek. Few bag marks right on the chest. A little bit of wear on the chest. Just ever so slight. Other than that, everything looks amazing. And I've got that one for $36. $36. That would be bin 36. And right now, I cannot get a Morgan, even a Cole Morgan, for less than 34 at my coin shops. All right, CJ, you got it. Nice pickup there. That one is a nice one. One. Okay. Let's do some other fun stuff here. Okay. Tougher dates. This is a this one's not a tougher date, but this is a pretty decent looking 1907. You've got partial liberty. You've got eye and ear detail. I've got that one for $2.50. 1907 V-nickel. Usually these are completely slicked out. Hey, Cherie Ward, how you doing? That one is $2.50. Bin of $2.50. We got ERT and Liberty. View with the letters visible. That one is $2.50. All right, got some tougher dates. These are tougher dates to get. 1896. That one is 33. And we have a 1912 in VF20. Got Full Liberty. That one is 15. 1912. Philadelphia. BB. Rosebud. How are you guys? 1912. Pretty decent condition for a V nickel. You never really see the hair details anymore on these things. That one is 15. And I have an 88, which is also a tough date. $1888 in G4, $36. Little slick on the back. That is an 88. Let's switch it up a little bit. How about this one here? 1921 Morgan Dollar MS62 Unk. Asking 47 on it. Blast
Sure.
white.
You're welcome.
One is blast white. Asking 47 on it. We haven't even ever opened this case. It open. We can move this other way so you guys can see. This one is MS62. That one is going to be 47. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I do have another Morgan here. This is a 1898 Philly. 1898 Philly. The lighting just right where it'll behave. There we go. This one is also a very nice one. It's darkly toned, but the fields are completely clean. I mean, they're really nice looking. A couple of dings on her face. A little bit of wear in the hair there. That one is 50. It's in XF. A Ben 50. 1898. You guys can also make offers. If you guys are interested in a coin, you can always make an offer. Yep, she's gorgeous. All right, got a couple of Canadian here. I do have a 37 Canadian half dollar. And I also have a Canadian 1899 quarter that has a lamination peel. Okay, you can see what I paid for them. I paid 25 for this one. I paid 40 for this one. I will do both of them for 40 bucks. If you want both of them for $40, I will do both of them at 40.
Did you
That's
see
like-
Metal Detecting North Carolina's bin on the Liberty Nickel, 88 Liberty Nickel?
Yeah, you got it.
Thanks, Lisa. Point that out.
Thank you for catching that. Appreciate it. Ben, if you want these, you can have them both for $40. This one probably needs to be sent off for grading because of that lamination.
Hello, hidden numismatist.
It's my brother Hidden. He was hiding all along.
He told me I needed to send you something today, but I didn't have it to send you. So
Oh,
I didn't promise to do it. He said I needed to buy it and send it to you. I said, but I want it. He said, no, you need to send it to my brother Ray.
I appreciate that. $20 for both. I mean, $40 for both of them. Tongue tied there. Yeah, $20 each. Like I said, I paid $40 for that one. I paid $25 for that one. So at $20 each, $40 for both. That's a great deal. Both Canada. Only 125,000 minted of this one. All right, I got some Barber quarters. These are just bins. I have a 19070 for 13. 19070 Barber quarter for 13. I have a 1907 Philly, much better detail on it, $10. This for 10. Have the O and the Philly on that one. We have a 16 Denver for 14. Those are the ones you need there. Okay. I may have some of those. I'll have to look. 12S is the key date, and so is the 85. So is 86 too. I do have an 86, an extra one of those, I know. I'll take a look here as soon as I let Southern Coin up. I'll look for you. And then I have a 090. This is one of the key dates also, or semi-key dates. That one's $54. 19090. Tough one. You have the 86. Yeah, that's a tough one, and the 85 is a tough one. 19050. One is 49. Also a key. Sorcerer Stan, what you up doing, man? Sorcerer Stan is a man. 19050. All right, then we got some buffaloes. Let's do. I'm going to start back with the earliest and work our way. I got a fly attacking me, and I'm going to drive me nuts. Nailed him. He did. Okay, let's start with a 16 Denver. 16 Denver. Nice, crisp date. $4. 16 Denver. Partial horn. 16 Denver, $4. Ben. Oh, Brian. Next one is a 20D. 20D. It has been liquidated, and that's the reason why it's only $8. It's a tougher date to get. It has been liquidated, and it is a 20D. $8. And the 37 half and the 1840. Okay, you got it, brother. I figured you'd probably just want them to want them. It was kind of like a half off deal too. So. There we go. You got it. All right. And let's see. Where are we at now? Ben, the 20D. You got it. Down. Go. Next earliest one up. Oh, I missed this one here. This is a 15 Philly. Also been nickedated, but it is a 15 Philly. That one is for $2. Bucks. 15 of Philadelphia, $2. And for Brian. We have a 14D. Has a very weak date, but it is a 14D. 14D.
You got like 3 or 4 bins. I don't know if you've seen them.
I did. I got the 20D and I've got the 15D. Brian had the 15D. Got those.
Okay.
This
just
one
checking.
is the key date. Ben, the 14D. There you go. That's a tough one to get. When it's 60. We have a 20S, 1920S. Your estimate mark. 1920S. Brian, are you bending this one? The 20S. Brian has, okay. Brian got that one. $5. Back there this way. Okay, next one up is a 21 Philadelphia. This one is a beautiful nickel. 1921 full date. Look at the detail and everything. This is a gorgeous coin. And get this in focus here. He has partial horn there too. This one is 20. 1921 Philly for 20. And the 21. And I have a 1925 Philly. Partial horn. That one is $1.50. $1.50. $1925. Got it, Lisa. Thank you. one is a $1.50 for that one. Partial horn. Nice details on the front. Full readable date. Full date. $25 for $1.50. In at 25. You got it, Brian. Okay, next one up is a 1925S. Has been liquidated for $2. One is $2. 1925S. $2. And the 25S, you got it. So that does away with those. So I have 1968 proof set. A little bit. And I have this for $9. This is 40% silver there, proof. 68. $9. Nice, nice. Yeah, definitely. I've been working on them for quite some time. $9. Proof 68. You have to go back to, oh, there we go. Now it's in focus. $9 on it for the proof set. 1968 with a 40% silver Kennedy. Very proofy. And Kevin says he's got $4.30 in Merc dimes, $1.80 in Roosevelt dimes, $140 shipped. You guys need some Mercs and Rosies. Get a hold of Kevin. That one is $9. And this one is a 1970 large date. The 1970 large date. Proof Kennedy, and I've got this one for $14. $19.70, also with a 40% silver Kennedy in there. 1970 proof set, and it is the large date for the cent. Wish it was the small date because I would keep it. That one is 14. We can go back through these real quick. What I do have left, do have a 1905 O Barber quarter, 49. $1909 in good, $54. $1916 Denver for $14. And say hi to you, AZ. How are you? Good to see you. 1907, Philadelphia, $10. And 1907 O for 13. Then we had some V nickels and some dimes real quick. We'll go back all through these in a little bit. 1912 V nickel. That one is for 15. $1996. Or not, yeah, 1896, excuse me, for 33. 1907, $2.50. Come into focus. There we go. 1907 Barber dime for $6.50. And we had the 1898 for 50 Morgan dollar. Then we had a 1921 MS62 for 47. And now we're going to hand it over to Southern Coin.
Me?
Yep, it's your turn.
All right, name that down a little bit. All right. It's $5. Let's tell you otherwise. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that down there. Move that other way. I do have another couple of 20 Balboas. These are both raw. You're going to get them in a plastic baggie. I got a 1973, and then this one's a 71. These are $150 a piece. If that's interested in either one of those. Also got a couple of basement slabs. They got Ben Franklin silver dollars in them. Hidden, go back to sleep. $45 on this one. I think Franklin is a little bit better dollar. This one's just another, except they're basement slabs, $45 a piece. I don't know. I bought them for the plastic. I didn't buy them for the coin. Got those. I do have some rolls of presidential dollars. I got two with Lincoln and one with Washington. They're in the original mint rolls. Like they're labeled. Those two are labeled Lincoln. That one's labeled Washington. They're full $25 face. I got these from the bank yesterday. I'm at do $35 a roll. And if anybody wants to take a risk on whatever's in here, because I don't know. I'm going to assume it's probably Sacagaweas, but I have no idea what year these are. I'll do that at 30 just because it's an older roll. If anybody's interested in that. Otherwise, I'm probably going to end up cracking this one and try to sell those three. So, got those. I'll get these out of the way. But got those if anybody wants some, modern coinage. Got encased presidential dollar, $25. One of 1,000. It's encased, and it's encased in a slab, which is kind of neat. Got that. Got a chop marked 1 yen from Japan. Pretty good. It's actually domed a little bit, which is kind of cool. 175 there. This is neat. I've actually had this for a while and totally forgot I had it. It's a 1869 Italy 5 lira that someone, I'm going to assume, took two of them just based off how thick it is and everything. I got that 125 if anybody is interested in a pretty cool little coin box. So that was neat. Got a little bit larger porcelain not gild. This one is gilded. It's a 700 Jara. I don't know. It is gilt. We got gold gilding on it, which is pretty cool. $55 on that. Picked these up at the show last week. And I got a couple of Norfeds. This one's a 2003. It's a $10 1 ounce. And it is $55. And I got a 2003 half ounce. It's a $5 half-ounce silver, and it's $35. So there's a couple of Norfeds if anybody's wanting Norfeds. Got those. Got a couple more pieces of slabbed currency. These are new. I actually have 2 of these. Emergency issue 2 pesos from the Philippines. Pretty cool. That, and then a China Banking Communications 5-1 from 1914. Pretty cool. And that's 70. And the Philippines is 45. Got both of those. I got more paper. If anybody's interested in paper currency, just let me know. I'm going to target Ashes because I know he's wanting the gold piece. There's a little Japanese tubu. Gold, silver, electrum piece, whatever it is. 22.3% gold. I'm just going to target Ashes just ever so slightly. Also got a stack of just US silver I'm just trying to get rid of. Got a Stone Mountain 50 cent. $75 on that one. Pretty common commemorative, but still a really cool commemorative. I got some Barbers. I got a 1909 Barber half. 1898 Barber half. These are all going to be circulated, but they're still, they're Barbers. 1902 New Orleans. Got the O mint mark on there. That, I got some Walkers. 1936 Walker. 1941. Then 1937. These are basically at melt for those 3. Got a Better Date Benji 1952 S. It is. I forget what the mint mark is on these things. Right there at the top of the bell. The 52S, a little bit Better Date Benji. 1897 Barber Dime. 1939 Merc. Got a bunch of Merc dimes. I 5-1. Check. Got several Merc dimes from 1937. Got a 1896 Barber quarter. $10 on that. Yep, I got at least Anderson. I got a bunch of SLQs. 27, 1929, 1928, 1925, 29, and another 27. Those are, I think, $8 to $10 a piece. Most of them, I think, are 10. Yeah. So, just some random US 90% that I'm just trying to get rid of, but I don't want to melt it because some of it's a little bit better. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Anybody looking for anything in particular, or you are, just let me know. A Yemen, I think this is a Rial from Yemen, 1963. $30 on that. 1949 Newfoundland pitcher plant token. Kind of cool. I think it's pretty neat. Got a 1946 Luxembourg 20 francs. Got a guy on the horse on a horse on it. 100,000 minted there. 1894 South Africa. This one's at 2 shilling. Pretty low mintage on a lot of stuff. This one's 173,000. Pretty low mintage. Figure if a US coin had that low of a mintage, you're not getting that for $70. Oop. $270 for both. What did I pay on those? I do 280 stand because that's melt. Because melt's like 140 a piece on them. So I would do both at 280. Hold on that for just a second. See what Stan says. I literally checked melt on those like this morning, and this like melts like 140 and change. You got. Let me get those in. You're gonna get them. They're gonna come in a plastic baggie, just so you know. Cool. Moving some merch. Come on. South Africa 2.5 shilling. Why do they need a 2.5 shilling? But they have one. It's 135,000 minted. That's $100. That. One is Philippines peso, 1967, $35 there. Tag Vincent when you're done buying. Let's see what else we got. Should have dug some stuff out. What's it? Oh, yeah. 1976 Peru, 400 souls. Your stuff. Uh, 1968 Malta. This one is 3 Scooty. Probably saying that wrong. 20,000 minted on that. What was that? What head? Belgian, I think this one's a 4 Kings. Yep, 100 franc, 4 Kings, $25 on that. This one's neat. This is, I think, like Belgian not geld from some research I was doing on it. It is 1928 Belgian 5 francs. It is a trade token, so it's not geld. It's just a really big piece of not geld. Just kind of cool. I had that for a little while and I forgot about it, and I did some more research on it. 1966, 67, 100 pesetas from Spain, $20 on that. I've had that for a while. I've had a logo change since then. So there's back over here. I think around paper because I've gotten some more currency stuff in. I do have some not geld sets. So this is like a 3-piece set. You got the 2, the 50, and the 75 Finnig from that town. This one's got the 25 Finnig to 2 mark. For there, $15 for that one. This has got a 25, 50, 75, 1 mark. This one's got a 50, 150 Finnig, 1 mark, and a 2 mark. Let's see. We've got a Silk Knot Geld, which is pretty cool. I got that at $75. There's some paper not geld for mostly directed. Kind of neat. This is a fantasy note from the Czech Republic. It's a 100 Korin note. Very cool. Got the airplane on there. Got that. Let's see what else we got. This paper. So I've got 2 of these. So if I want one, I have 2. Let's see. A little bit larger Mexico paper money. 1914 1 peso. Which is neat.
What was the other one before that?
This one?
Yeah, where is that from?
Philippines.
Oh, Philippines. Okay. That's 42, 1940.
Yeah, 1942 Philippines. I got a couple of these. I got a bunch of Philippines emergency issue money. So.
I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Philippine issue is pretty neat. This one's a 1800s Hungary. It's not. I don't think it got issued because there's no signature down here. So it kind of makes me think like there's no signature and date on there. So it makes me think it's like an unissued note. I think there's a specific name for that. I have no idea what it actually is. I think it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find that other Philippine stuff real quick. I tend to keep it like a cluster. Yep. Here we go. Move these out of the way. Yep, hidden thank you. It's a remainder note. Yeah, I knew somebody would know. I just don't. There's another. There's a bunch of them, bunch of different emergency issued Philippines notes. This one was issued by the guerrillas that were in the Philippines, the guerrilla fighters.
Gorilla.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to rephrase that so I didn't get that. The bad thing with this one is more or less like the rebels or whatever. The bad thing is like if the government caught you with the money, they kill you. If the rebels caught you without their money, they kill you.
You can't really
So
win,
it's
can you?
like you're just dead. There's a 5. I think I have the 2 or a similar design.
Sorcerer Stance has been the EGY.
Yep.
The ugly
That one. It's done.
Fortnite. Ugly
Yeah.
Fortnite.
That's pretty cool. I got there's a 10 pesos, which is pretty cool. There's a sticker. And then another 2 pesos. I got a lot of the 2 pesos, but it's like 2 pesos is just one of those like kind of neat denominations where it's like you don't see a lot of like 2 denominated stuff.
That's what he won't.
Yep. Oh, and then I have like a more modern one. That's a 2 peso. I don't think I found a year on it, but that one's a little more modern. So, world paper money is just a whole lot cooler than the U.S. paper money. There, I said it.
You are right about our old paper money. Was really
The old paper
nice.
money is cool, yeah. But even like modern world banknotes are better than
Yeah,
our modern
They're
banknotes
just
for sure.
paper.
Yeah. That's all. Of course, I grabbed a handful of stuff, and it's like stuff I didn't want. My luck is I got a package of stuff coming in today. It's like, oh yeah, it'll come in after I get off the stream. Yeah, I got a bunch of these that are clipped planchets. They're from India, from like the 30s, 40s, 50s. There's like clip planchet world coin error. So there's that one. It's 57. This one's 46. And some of them are a little more extreme than others. Got 3 or I think I got 4 of these. That one you can definitely tell is like a clip planchet, like it's missing like 2 or 3 of the scallops on it. And there's a 1919 where they did that one. You can tell, but some of them are a little more obvious. So I don't know. World coin errors you don't see in as many. It seems like. 1845 straight settlement 1 cent. This one actually has some decent like toning almost to it. Like it's dark and it's got dark toning, but it's toning. At least on my end anyway. It may not come across camera. Got that. Straight settlement $1. This one is 90%, so it's basically like a Morgan. 1903 straight settlement $1. You don't see a lot of the dollars. I got that at 200. The design of this is neat. It's real similar to a British trade dollar. Let's see. Set those down so I can handle. This one is actually a piece of counter-stamped copper. The 1781 Brazil. It's a 40 race. It's got a shield counter stamp in it. You can kind of see where like you got it placed and then got struck on the. There you go, which is pretty cool. Pretty old piece of copper, 1781. So 1888 British 2 Annas. The only reason this isn't a flip is because I didn't have any 2x2s and just has not got taken out of the 2x2. $25 on that. I got a couple of star pesos. I just want some star pesos from extremely South Florida.
South Central Florida.
Yeah, I got a couple other ones. You'd be surprised like how people come up with ways like listed on like Facebook or eBay.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I
even
see
on
some
Whatnot,
guys-
they have to get creative
Oh yeah, people get really creative.
with the German and your other one there.
Yeah. When you ask about the German stuff, I call them fancy plus signs. It works. And you don't get flagged as often. Anybody looking for anything particular, or what do y'all want? I wasn't going to start just keep grabbing random stuff. 1937 Czech. I think this is a 20 coin. Yep. $35 on that one. 1981 Haiti 50 Gourds. I don't know. Paying $1 a gourd when you buy this one. That 1923 Denmark. It's a 2 kroner, 203,000 minted. Pretty. $40 on that. Random peace dollar that got thrown in there. 1923 S peace dollar. I got that at $30 if I was interested in that. It's probably gotten cleaned at some point. This one's 1995 Romania. 100 lei. Like that, 30,000 minted. $35 there. Not worry about that one. 1870 Japan 50 sen. Pretty cool. I like the reverse on this one. I got that $75. And then I got a bunch of like 77, 78, 79 Mexico 100 pesos. I got them all like $40. So if anybody's wanting a surplus of those, I can get you about 6 of them. So there's all that. Like I said, y'all just tell me what you're looking for. I see what I can find. Got a. These are like fantasy pieces, but it's pretty cool. They're a Dan Carr medals that he struck as like his design for the presidential dollars. I guess they're like aluminum, bronze, brass, something along those lines. You got a whole set of 2007 ones. So you got Adams, Madison, Washington. Obviously, these are not in order. And then Jefferson. So pretty cool. Got a set of those. All slabbed, all signed. Got a San Marino 500 lira. Yep. Pretty low mintage on these. I would do that at $55 if anybody wants that. I'll knock $5 off of it just to trying to clear some space up in the slab box. Let's see. I think I got anything. Let's see. What else we got? Definitely could do some viewer participation if y'all looking for anything. Just tell me. Got a 1890 UK double florin. Work here. 782,000 minted. $80 on that is sterling. And it's pretty much crown size. Might be a little bit smaller, but pretty much crown size for that one. Let's see what we got. Got a few of these. 1977 Israel 25 lyric. Like 4 or 5 of them, I think. I still got, and they're all $35 each. Got some of those. I guess that's it. I can dig some more stuff out.
Yeah.
Because nobody's biting right this minute. So. Somebody's looking for anything.
I got Rosebud. I'm going to do those emails, and then we'll go to Ashes, and then after that, we'll go to
Sounds good.
Stevens. Go that direction with it. That. All right, Rosebud, you are up, my friend. All the way down to the bottom here. I need to do a pop-out chat real quick so I can see what's on. Okay, now we're all set. Pop out chat. Okay, now we can do it. Good, all set. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first up by Rosebud. Hey, how see Canadian silver dollar typeset, and at $88 US melt, $88. All right, so this is the 1965. I'm confused here. Oh, Canadian silver dollar typeset. Okay, now I'm back on. Okay, 1965 4-coin set, silver dollars. Owned AU plus $6 shipping, and it looks like we're starting this out at starting bid of $60. You get the 4 different types of the Canadian silver dollars, 1965, different varieties of them. I had this set at one time. It is $60 as a starting bid. Who's going to start us out at $60? Anybody for $60? These are all 80% silver. You get the 4 different types, or varieties, I should say. There's 4 different varieties. Thomas is in at 60. Now we're looking for 61. Anybody for 61? This is a great deal. I mean, you're getting $4 face for $60. Now we're looking for 61. Anybody for 61? Looking for 61. 61 to have some fun. It is a starting bid of 60. Anybody? 61. And once. Twice. Last call. Like you said, you know what the melt value on it is, you know, like 88 bucks for melt, guys. Way below melt. Three. 2. 1. SOLD. Sold to Thomas for $460. Congratulations. And Rosebud has put his information in the chat for you. So you have that up. Just scroll up a little bit and I will get this here, or actually I'll put it in here. Copy, paste right here. That'll give you all the information you need, Thomas. Congratulations, Thomas. Great pickup. That one is sold. Next up, we have some Jefferson nickels. This is from 1938 to 1981 S Dansko album. And what we're looking for, it's missing 3 of them, $80 plus $6 shipped. So you can get all your war nickels and all that good stuff and some of the key dates, semi-key dates. You've got the 50D there. So, no, missing the 50D. That's a tough one to get. There's your war nickels. You get everything. A bin or make an offer on the Jefferson nickel album with proof. 110 coins. Little damage to the Dansko, he says, but still in good condition. Missing the 50D, 82S, and 81S. Not bad. That's an easy fill. $80. Anybody for $80? Forgot how many war nickels that includes for all of those.
Should be 11 more nickels.
11 war nickels in the set, yeah. So
Yeah.
quite a bit of silver there. Any interest on this one? All right, moving along. This is a 2017 $20 Star Note. Star Note fans, here we go. It is $25 plus $6 shipping. And these Star Notes are no longer being produced. So that whole idea of Star Notes is ended or going to end pretty shortly, I know. You can't get Star Notes anymore except for what you find in circulation. See them, keep them. Or buy them like this. $25 plus $6 shipping. Not bad. You're going to get scarce really quick because you got everybody pulling them out. All right, next up, this is a £5 UK banknote. There are 2 of them. You get your choice. Bid or make an offer. Okay. 2002. 2012. And they are $15. Like here, let me pull this over a little bit more so I can. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, yep. $15 each for choice. Big T's listening. He's probably laughing and peeing his pants. All right, let's blow these up so you can see them a little better. There we go. Think of England. Anybody at all? $15 each. Mama T says he's listening. Yeah, probably so. It's good to see you, Mama T. How you doing? All right, next up is the 20 pounds. You want to gain weight quickly? Just put all these in your wallet and you won't be able to walk. So there's 20 pounds here. All right, this is a 1999 crispy banknote, 20 pounds on this one. And it is for $40 plus $1 ship. Here we go, crispy 20. These are tradable notes. I mean, you can take these and cash these in for cash too. Cross over pretty well. $40, guys. Anybody for 40 on this one? The next one, we have some $2 bills. Oh, two $1 bills, consecutive series. Okay, an 88 series. There we go. Consecutive notes. 1988. We have one that is 24, and this is 25. Nice crispy notes. Consecutive notes. Looking for $5. Anybody? $5 foot long. I wish they still had that at Subway. No problem, Lisa. All right, let's move along. Okay, this is the Atocha. Spanish gold coin pendant recovered from 1622 shipwreck. The Nuestra Senora de Atocha. Okay, this is a bin or make offer. 1500s to 1600 Spanish. It is 2.3 grams, 14 karat gold, to Escudo pendant. Asking $215 for an $6 ship in combined. And I have a half real from the Atocha. I'm wearing it right now. So it's on my necklace. I was looking at this one earlier today when I was cleaning out the emails. I was like, I am interested. All right, this one is a 1577 to 1589, 4 reals, Peruvian. This is the silver coin pendant in 14 gold setting, 115. $115. This one is the 4 reals. 114 of 150. All right, here's another one. This one is the earrings from 1622. Maybe if I get both ears pierced, I can wear these and I can be a pirate. Carry me money on my ears. Aren't those nice? All right, these are 1 real, okay, and they are in 14 gold setting, 125 for the pair. 125 for the pair. They're awesome. This is Rosebud. Me. Good to see you, me. How are you doing? Been a minute. This is from Rosebud. Asking for these 125. For 125 on those. All right, this is a 1900 Philadelphia B nickel in high grade. It is AU $99 shipped. Dang, that is beautiful. Definitely high grade. That one is gorgeous. All right, now we're going to go over, we finished Rosebuds up, and there's a bunch of stuff I want to buy from them, but I don't have the money. So we're going to go to Ashes before I do something foolish. All right, let's stop this here, and we're going to bring Ashes up.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody today? Let us know in the chat how you doing. How's the weather? Did you survive any protest in your area today? I survived ours, so that was good.
We survived ours. Our protest was no free ice cream. Everybody's protesting it. I had to buy it.
Yeah, but today was No King Day, so there are a lot of folks that were out doing that, doing a lot of protesting on that today, which is fine. They can. I don't care if they protest like it's peaceful.
I spent 4 years of my life risking it so that people can do that.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I don't mind as long as they're civil, and all of our folks were. They were just loud, but that's all right. They can all have their own opinion, and they can either be right or they can be wrong, and we'll all determine that on our own. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this. Look here, folks. 1913 Denver minted Type 1 Buffalo nickel. And Hidden, hey, Hidden, why don't you run over to the concession stand at Mama T's? Would you get me a vanilla Coke and bring that back, please? Thank you. 1913 D Type 1 Buffalo nickel. That's 36 bucks. Have a 1913 Type 2. That's 14. And if you don't know the difference between a Type 1 and a Type 2 nickel, it's real simple. Type 1.
Type 1, Type 2.
See the cent right there is raised, and the 5 cents here is recessed. This began to wear out really quick, and they determined, hey, this is a bad way. Let's make them like this. So, and for Mama T, both of these are Wenger certified.
Okay, flip it back over again. What dates are those?
Oh, these it's a 13 Type 2, 13 Philly Type 2, a 13D Type 1.
13 Type 2. Bring it up a little closer.
Oh, they Type 2, sure. We can get you right in there. We got this software all adjusted here. You can get right there to see it.
About equal to what I have in my book. Looking at.
And good afternoon, everybody in the chat. Gold Maple, Gold Sniping Farmer, Cherie Ward, Lisa Anderson, even me, Southern, Sorceress Stan, Jetmec.
And Gold Sniping Farmer. How you doing, brother?
One day you'll find a non-Wenger certified. Yeah, you might.
10 stacks. Doing?
Here's a 1914 Buffalo nickel. 1914. Any of these you want to see up closer, just let me know. And Ray, did you get Cherie Ward's emails?
Long wait. Yes, I did.
14S. Welcome back, Southern. You were missed. 14S. 27. $19 at 15. For 9. $19.16. And for something you're looking for, folks, let me know in the chat what you're looking for, what type of coin, what denomination, what type of grade you're looking for. We'll see if we have it here in the stack of coins. This one is $5. Check out my little message here. Alright, so 16, here's a 16D. And if I show you something, and I may have one, I'm just showing you the ones that I have, the better grade of the coins that I have. The first one, if it's too much, let me know. You might have one in lesser grade. Here's a 16D. 1916D. If that was only a mercury dime, right? Wenger certified. You notice this one standing straight up just like that right there. Or rotate this over like it should be. A little bit of a rotated on the die. A little rotation, but that's all right.
That's the 16D.
That's a 16D, yes.
I'll take that one. One's a
Okay.
better condition than mine.
Gotcha. All right. Here's a 16S. There's a 1917. Now this one's got some gold on it, something. call him back. There. That was 15. Little gold toning on that. Very pretty 17. Here's a 17D. Here's a 20. Pretty. 17S.
What is Hidden Up doing today?
I thought that one might not be an S, but it is an S. It's a 17S. Here's a 1918. There's a 1918D.
Awesome. I'm Hidden.
Yeah, he went to Bert and Ernie's coin store today and bought some coins, I think.
See that one a little better?
Oh, yeah.
18D.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay. $1918S.
Hidden, did you get your package?
$1919. It's $3.
Sure did.
19D.
Sure.
19D. He even got an envelope with some dong in it, I think. 1919S. $1920. $20D. Hey, Kraken.
What's up, Kraken? How you feeling, brother?
$20S.
That one I need.
A $20S.
Yep,
Okay.
pick that one.
1921. There's a 23.
You're moving and you hate it. Yeah, I bet. Especially in the heat too.
1923 S. 1924. That's right. Mr. Blue says, gentle reminder to hit that like button.
Well, thank you, thank you.
24S from the San Francisco Mint. $19.25 Philly. $25D as in Denver. $19.26. And if there's something you want to see again, folks, just let me know in the chat. I'll go right back to it. Don't mind. 1926. This is a D for Denver. $26S. $27 Philly. $27 Denver. $19.28. $28 Denver. $19.28S.
I'll take that one.
Okay. 29.
Get Mac, how are you doing?
$29 Denver. $29S. $19.30. $19.30S. $31S. $34D. $19.35. $35D. Here's a 1935 S.
Didn't. It's because they're gonna get you one way or another.
Here's a 1936.
Nice one.
$36D. $1936S. Hey, Moosox.
How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here.
1937.
Wow.
$37D. $37S. One of my favorite years, 38D. And that's all the Buffaloes I got. If someone is looking for Jefferson key date,
There's that 50D.
yep,
With
I
the
got
album?
3 of them. I got 3 of them. So if you want to buy the album from Rosebud, I got you 50D right here. You can put it right in there. This is a nice one, the nicest of the 3. One second to put all this back in the box here. A lot of 2x2s to pull out.
Welcome back, Benjamin.
Sorry about the wait there, folks, but it does take just a minute to put all the buffaloes back in their herd there. Check my message here. Got a message. See what's that one about. All right, if you haven't seen this, a numismatist, a crazy person who pays money for more money. So, if you haven't seen that, that probably belongs to all of us.
Definitely.
I only buy money with money to sell it for more money to go buy more money.
Correct.
I think I might have confused myself with that sentence.
I knew where you were going. I don't know how you got there, but I knew exactly where you were going. So,
Yep.
but you are 100% correct. You are no. Benjamin. I didn't tell him that was your shirt, Ben. Ben's wife bought him that. Ben's wife bought him that. So.
Well, that's like the shirt the girl at work got me. It says, "Coin collecting makes sense."
All right. So up next, I know there was some interest in some seeded dollars. I'm going to show you the seeded dollars that I currently have. 1870 seeded. This is with a motto, 415,000 minted. Really nice circulation cameo on this one. Recorded. Oh yeah, it's super pretty. There's 1872.
You're making me buy the Dance Co. seeded album, dollar album.
It's 442.
What you want to do?
1875 trade.
That album too.
585. Only 218,000 minted. Super low number. 1877S. It's 485. 1878S does have a hole. You can see right there. $18.78. And I'll show you the new one that we've got coming in. I'll have next week. $18.46. No motto.
Beauty.
Yep. It's an exquisite, if that's the right word to use, coin.
Yep.
It's a super nice coin. Low mintage, 110,000 mintage, and it'll be 975. So, but it is a no motto 1846. So for the typeset, that's one of the ones you need for the typeset. You need one of those, and you need one of these, and you need one of these. So you need those three for your typeset. If you're interested, just let me know. Ray, I got to take a phone call, and so I'll give up my time, and I'll come back in a minute. It won't take me a couple minutes, and then I'll come back and just hop in.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thanks. I'll be right back, folks.
All right, we're gonna go to some emails real quick. We're gonna go to Early Bird Trade Day. There we go, and we are gonna go to Even Roses. All right, this is a Bumblebee Jasper in sterling pendant. And he is looking for $70 shipped on this, guys. $70 shipped. Looking for 70 on it. Next up, this is the Rio Azul and all of the other turquoise and other stuff that I can't pronounce, set in 925 sterling. It weighs 15 grams in total, asking 105 shipped. This one is beautiful. 105 shipped. What is up, Dandy Dave? Good to see you, brother. 105 shipped on that one. All right, next up, this is from the number 8 turquoise mine. It is size 7. And there are 2 rings here. They're $90 each. $90 each. So for choice of $90. Nice. There's the other one. Any interest on those? They are $90. They are also Navajo Native American made. Next up is the armor ring. This is $225 shipped. Weighs 27.9 grams. It is 2.5 inches in length, and it is 8.5 size. Armor ring. It's flexible. Keeps you from getting those knuckle busters. Very interesting piece. 25 on it. Pretty good size ring. $225 on it. Next up, we got some dimes. It's dime time. We have $4.30 in Merc dimes, $1.80 in Roosevelt dimes, $1.40 shipped. There's your Rosies. There's your Mercs. Got a 16 there. $1.40 shipped. You got a Ben Thomas. Says he'll Ben 140. $140. That one is sold. You probably have Keevan's information, but I'm going to go ahead and drop it in anyway. Those are gone. Congratulations. I'm going to delete this email because it is now history. All right, Ashes, are you back or are you still on your call? Still out. Okay, so we're going to go to Cherie Ward next. All right, 1982 Prospector. All right, and there is drop Cherie's information in there if you guys are interested in her items there. She's always got cool stuff. 1982 Prospector, $35 plus $6 shipping. Engelhard, right there. It's an Engelhard too. 1982 Prospector. Asking $35. That's below melt. Melt for a 1 ounce silver is $36, or has been. I need to check it today. I don't know. I know it was yesterday. Let's look it up. Let's go to right. Fresh. Yep, 36.49. 36.49. It is under melt. Silver under melt is always fun. We got Mr. Blue at 35. It is sold. I already got Cherie's information in the chat, but we got this one sold. Mr. Blue, congratulations. This is a Indian Head cent lot, asking $10 plus $5 shipping. We've got an 1887, 1902, 1903, 4, 5, and 6. Asking $10 for all of them. $10 for the Indian Head cents. Anybody for $10 on those? Looking for $10. That's a very good price. All right, this is a 1959, 1964 SMS set in holders. All right, so what we have here, they're being sold together as one. We got a 59 and a 64, beautiful condition, asking $64 shipped. It is a bin. They come with the coins. There we go. 59, proof set. There's your 64. All of those silvers, one money. Well, you never know. She could just been selling the capital holders. $64. Anybody for $64? That's a great deal. As you've got the dime, quarter, and half are silver in the proof set, and those are proofs. And then the other one is the 64, same thing, all silver on those. $64. That's a great deal. I think the 59 proof set is pretty close to what she's asking by itself. All right, next up, we have a 10-ounce bar. 10-ounce bar asking $400 plus $8 shipping. $400 for a 10-ounce bar. Anybody? An ounce bar. Rarities bar, 10 ounces. $400. That's a sweet vintage bar there. All right, this is Proof Alaska Mint Denali 1 ounce silver round with gold gilt. Cherie is asking $55 shipped. Land of the Midnight Sun. Priest. That is nice. Beautiful round there. The Alaska Mint. I had some rounds from the Alaska Mint from Far North Coins. He had his channel rounds made there. $55. Next, we've got a 1891 Indian head sent with full liberty. And we got probably two diamonds on it. Not
Diamonds are
bad.
a girl's best friend. Woohoo!
Yep. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And Cherie is asking a starting bid of $5. Starting bid $5. 1891. Anybody for $5 to start it out? 1891. There we go. Kraken likes it for 5. Anybody for 6? Looking for 6? Looking for 6 on it? Nice one. Going once. Looking for 6. Looking for 6. Twice. Last call. Sold to Kraken for $5. There you go, brother. And I'll drop Cherie's information back in the chat again. Back out of that. Okay, and let's see. I see the other one. Okay. Yeah, we'll go back to that right now. Right here. Asking a starting bid of $10. These are from 1887. Then you get an 02, 03, 04, 05, and 06. Starting bid $10. Kraken says 10. Moving merch. We're moving merch. Moving merch. All right, let's count her down then. Going once. Going twice. Last call. 3, 2, 1. SOLD. Sold to Kraken for 10. Congratulations, Kraken. Crackalacken, it is gone. That one will come back up here to this one. We're going to delete that one because he got that one. Okay, next up is a 1998 coin and die set. This is a starting bid of $75. So this is the mint die that made that coin. There's your die. So this goes into the press, and that's what makes the pennies there. these are a matching set, and then they grind off the design off of that and sell the dies themselves. That's the die that made that set. That is your certificate of authenticity. $75. This is a neat set to have. Next up, we got a Buffalo 21S and a 24S NGC. Got one in VG8, the other one is G4, asking $75 shipped for both of them. Nice, good, strong date. And there's the 24S. Two graded Buffaloes. $75 shipped. Anybody for $75 shipped? This is from the Kraken. This was made by Supreme Ginger Stacker. Very cool Kraken. Panel pour. There is the Kraken. .74 troy ounces. Nice Kraken. That is pretty sweet. Nice show and tell. All right, that is all our emails for the moment. I'm going to go back to StreamYards here. We're going to send it back to Ashes again. Finish up. There you go, brother.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that brief intermission, folks.
That's all good.
They had a major fire in 2 cities down from me, and that was their fire chief was calling me to ask me a question if we had a piece of equipment they could use. But they had a tire reprocessing plant. They take used tires and they grind them up and they make some fuel out of some of the rubber, and then they take the metal and recycle the metal, and then had a huge fire. Had like 25 different fire departments there. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, those are extremely difficult to put out.
Oh yeah, and then it was
fires.
they're trying to cut. They got a bunch of volunteers helping the city down there, and they're trying to
I'm trying to put like a whole huge haystack out.
Yeah, well, I mean, for most part, it's out, but they want to let the volunteers loose so they can just go back to staying straight on the fire hydrant down there. And so it's called hose bridges, things they put out so you can run over top of the hose. And I don't have the size that he needs. I have the hose, but we don't use those. So. Right, here we go, folks. What do they do with the air in the used tires? They allow you, Hidden, to breathe it to make you feel better. All about you, Hidden.
Do you know Hidden, that if you fill your tires with helium, your car will float?
So next up is Morgan dollars. Again, if there's something you're looking for, a different denomination, a different type of coin or something, just let me know. So I'm going to go through here. I'm just going to show you the best example of each year. Here's the 1878 seven-tail feather reverse of a 79. $245. There's an 1878. 1880. And again, I'm just showing you the best of each coin that I have. If it's too much, you can ask if I have one that's a lesser grade. Here's an 1878 Carson City. There's that Carson City mint marker right there at the bottom. $18.78s. $2.30. Excuse me. And if you're wondering why we put PL, you can see the reflection of my Carmex there in the coin. Yeah, a lot of people are using nitrogen now. If you get a new vehicle today and it has green valve stem covers, typically that's nitrogen that's in your valve stem or in your tire. Here's a 1879. We are recycling it. I'm allowing you to breathe it. You breathe in the oxygen and you'll blow out carbon dioxide. Just remember, air is only 20.9% oxygen and 71% or 78% nitrogen. Everything else is just ancillary stuff. It's 221 for the 79. Kraken Mary is asking Sure Reward. Are your initials SKW? I am hidden. I am. Thank you. 79S. We can talk about physics. We can talk about science while we sell coins too, right? We can do that. This one's 60. Hidden should. That would be 18.
Do a short with the breathing helium. Why he does, and it talks about a coin.
115. And Kraken Mary, SKW is Sure Reward. $18.80s. Where are you going, Hidden? Don't leave. 257. $18.81. Hidden's just giving us grief. He's not going anywhere. Oh, you're going to go lay down? All right. If you're going to go take a nap, that's okay.
You can go watch it on your phone when you lay down.
That's exactly right. Pull it up on your phone. We can still give you grief on your phone, can't we? 1881S.
That one is flashy.
Yeah, it is. Kraken Mary, the total is $21. 1882 Carson City. 175. 1883 Philly. 43. $18.83 Carson City. $1.75. 1883 O. 43. 1883 S. 49. 84. See some of the toning colors on this coin, very pretty. See the pink and rose colors around the rim and the hair. 75. 1884 O. 85. 85 O. Scott S., how's it going, sir?
Hey, Scott S., how you doing, brother?
Here's an 1886. $2.55. An 80cc, an 81cc, a 93S, and an 030. I don't think I have any of those in my box. $87. $87 O. $88.
Imagine if you were, when these were freshly made, like this one here, and you bought every one of them, all $12,150,000 worth. You paid it in cash at that time, and now what it'd be worth? Just the silver weight and numismatic weight. I mean, numismatic value on top of it. You owned every single one of them.
Yeah, so if we just did, so if we do it right now, I can tell you, 20. So if we had all the Morgans that were minted at 1888 O Morgans, if we had them all, and there are 12,150,000 minted, that would, in melt value, we would have spent $12,150,000 in 1888.
Right.
Today, just in melt, it would be worth $344 million.
Wow. Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah, that's nuts. What an investment that would have been. And that's just melt. That's not counting numismatic value. I mean,
Exactly.
they're all in XF40 and now they're worth $55 a piece. And then you're looking at 600 million, better than 600 million, 12, easy math, 12 times 5 is 60. That's, 600 million plus, so almost $700 million. But then you got to have buyers for all those. But
Yeah.
Just sell them for milk. 1889. This is a nice one right here. Nice toning on this right here. See around the edge. Yeah, big buckaroos for sure. 90. 89O. $49. At least you didn't have to wash, rinse, and repeat, Scott, like you do your hair. $18.90 with some more of that rose coloring. You can see that there. You can see that tinting right there. Pretty. A lot of luster on the bottom of this coin with all that toning still. There's your reverse. This is $100. $18.90 Carson City. $195. Are there any Morgans that anybody needs? Let me know. Let me going through all of them here. I've got, that's just half the box. What is on dollar you had for 40? I had this one, 1893 or 1883O.
If it was a 93, it would change the game.
Yeah. 1883O is 43. Yeah, if that would have been the 1893O. $18.93. Let's see what it would have been worth. Now, Scott, you're only supposed to get one per household. How many houses you got? I picked up one for Ben yesterday. He had some Army buddies that he served in the Army with. We got some.
What grade was that one?
This one?
Yeah.
It's just an 8. Yeah, just an 8.
So a VGA 1893 would be $340.
Okay. I'm fixing to show you a cousin to it here right now.
93S.
Here's 1893 Carson City. Now, Wolverine has gotten a hold of this one. See it right there. And we'll show you all those spots. LS is written right there. Looks like Triple H. These are all old scratches, though. Really old carvings into the coin.
Unless they were a WWE fan and like Triple H.
Yeah, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what it would have been, about $775.
Yeah, right there and right there. If it did not have the damage, it's a $775 coin, but we priced this as an AG3. It's still a nice coin. It just has a graffiti, so if you need one for your book, less than $750,000 minted. Yep, that's a good deal. Yeah, so right there's that one.
Blue Sox always gets great coins, so
Moose Sox has.
makes you want to
Awesome.
makes you want to put your fingers up.
Yes, was going to tell him he's number one. All right, I think I'm about done, sir. I'm going to show you about 4 or 5 more things, and we're going to call it a day. If anybody wants 90% with today's, was that machine damage? Not on that one, not on that 93 cc. No, somebody had scratched it.
Yeah, they scratched it in there.
Yeah, they just scratched
it off. They were bored.
Yep. I have 2 rolls of Roosevelt dimes. I'm selling 90% silver for $26 face. So these are $130 a roll, $130, $130. There is a roll of Washington quarter, 90%. That is $260. And then I have a roll of 64 Kennedys, and that's $260 if anyone's interested. We'll do those today. $26 face. Are you welcome, sir? Oh no, I think it's everybody can get all you can, man. I know these other people got all those coins yesterday. I didn't even know they were coming out. Ben called me. He's trying to get them for his Army buddies, which is good. So I think it's good. I think you can get all you can. I wish you'd have got your 5th one. But here is 1917 Walking Liberty, $50, $20. Here is a much nicer 1946. I'll do that one for $30. I have Stone Mountain. Remember, this one is 100. And I have this one for 80. The last 3 items of the day. Here's a 1986 American Silver Eagle. Oh, good. Good for you, Scott. That's awesome. Hey, I saw some yesterday on eBay. We were looking, and they had a pre-sale of a Proof 70, and they were going for $1,000 on eBay. I was like, holy cow. The guy already sold 5 of them. It's like, man. But here is a much less expensive coin, a 1986 first year American Silver Eagle, and an ANAX holder, graded MS69. Books for $95. I would take $80. $80 today. And I have a 2015 West Point Minute. This is satin finish Silver Eagle, graded. Good for you. That's awesome, Scott. That's awesome. Congratulations. And this one, books for $90. And I would do $80 on it today. And last but not least, is 1936 York commemorative $50, graded into MS65. And There's the reverse of the coin. This one is a Generation 3 uncommon NGC holder because of the gold embossing. You can see that gold is embossed into the plastic. This was placed into this holder between 87 and 89, and I'm asking $235 for that. $235. So, folks, that's all I got for today. Ray, I know that you and Ben have been working some other stuff, and I'll send you a message with
Sounds
a total and all that. I'll send you a message here in a little bit with a total for all that stuff. We'll get that sorted out on our end. And is there anything else that I could help anybody with before I check out for today? Could I get you a nice beverage? Could I get you something to eat? Could I interest you in some nice coins? Just let me know. Ringmaster Ray has a Diet Mountain Dew. Do the do. Thank you, Cherie. I do have dongs for sale. If anybody happens to need dongs, you can just let me know. Just let me know, and we'll try to hook you up with a dong.
And he bought the dings separately. So if you want a set, you get the ding dongs.
Mike for Democracy.
How are you doing, brother? Good to see you, Mike.
You'll know what that was. Thank you very much, sir. That was such a great surprise to get that in the mail yesterday. That went into my personal deep stack. It doesn't go anywhere. That stays with me until I pass on. The kids can have it. But Mike, I appreciate you thinking of me, and I thank you very kindly for that. Take her away, Ringmaster Ray.
All right. So what we have here, this is a 1843 large cent. And it is the Peathead small letters. You're needing a variety. These are the small letters. And I am asking on this one, could I have it at? Put it down somewhere else. Thought I had it written down. 43. Small letters. I would do 25 on it. I wanted it for 25. 1843. Peathead small letters. $25. All right, it'll go back in my large cent album just as an extra. All right, we have the 1970 proof set. I've got this for 14. 1970 proof set with the IFC Kennedy there. They were only made for collectors. Never made for circulation, the 1970s. 40% silver proof Kennedy for 14. And it is the large date. 14. I have the 1968 proof set for $9. 68 proof set for $9. All right. Someone was asking earlier, I can't remember who it was. We We're looking at, I think it was Metal Detecting North Carolina was looking for an 84. This one is very low ball, but it is an 1884. Would do $10 on it. That is a V nickel, $10. Been the 1970. You got it. Going to BB.
We got a raise.
John Jacobs, SkyQuest, welcome in. Jack Gallman, AG47, how are you doing, Lady Bluegrass? Wow, thank you guys for coming in. Forrest, how you doing, brother? Glad you guys are here. We are wheeling and dealing. We got some really neat stuff here today. I think I will give this to Metal Detecting North Carolina if he gets back in here. I do have some like pretty low grade buffaloes and V nickels. That is a 1934 Denver for $1. Too rough. A 1926 for $12. S Type 1, 23. S for $2. Make sure you guys smash that like button. 1887 for $5. 1895 for $2. 1886 key date, $80. Key date V nickel. 1900 for $1. 1912D for $2. And I do have a 1922D Lincoln cent, $45. In beautiful condition. Wheat stalks are perfection. Very darkly toned. 1922 Denver Lincoln cent, $45. They were only minted in Denver that year. All right, we have a beautiful 1921 Morgan in MS62. 47, I think, yeah, I've got it for 47, maybe 49, whatever on there. I'll just put it at 47. Someone wants it for 47. There's a beautiful one. 1898. 50. All right, sounds good, Southern Coin. You got a little bit of time. 1898 for 50. Have a Barber dime. My camera will now play nice. 1907. That is for $6.50. Man, I wish I had 12 days to retirement. I don't think I'll get to retire till I'm 90 at this rate. 1907. Barber dime, $6.50. This V nickel here, VG, it is 1907 for $2.50. Why my camera is. I can fix it. There we go. But it won't stay that way is the only bad thing. 90 isn't all that bad. Yeah. I'll just have to take care of my patients with my hub around. Or, my Depends. 1907, $2.50. Come on, focus. 1896. For 33. $1912. Nice condition. You got hair detail, face detail. That one is 15. $1907. Hey, Federal Mafia, pronounced that correctly. Welcome in. 1907. Seated quarter. 7-0. That one is for 13. 1907 for 13. Barber quarter. 1907 Philly for 10. One is a 16 Denver for 14. $1909. Can't talk today. In good. This one is one of the key dates, $54. And a 1905 in good. Also key date, 49. You guys didn't see earlier, I had some of these here. I do have a 1968 proof set for $9. That's for 9. 1968 proof set. Was there something else I had? I thought. I already went through all of these. I think that was it for me for now. All right, we're going to bring up Southern Coin. He's back from getting the mail.
Yep,
I need to go get mine.
All right. Shipping's $5. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that down there. I got a gold Japan Tubu. It's 22.3% gold. The other 78-ish% is silver, so it's Electrum. Pretty cool piece, I think. Got a couple of basement slabs. They both got a Franklin Franklin dollar in it. $45 a piece on these. I want to say the Franklin dollars are a little bit better. So, pretty cool. Got those $45 a piece on those. Grabbed. Let's see. What did I do with it? I just had eyes on it. That's all mine. There we go. It's 2018. It's a fantasy note from Czech. It's a 100 Korin. Her Jetmech likes airplanes. The Asian airplane Jetmech. Got that at $10. So got that. Don't know if Stan is still in here or not, so I'll come back to the Not Guild in just a second. Got some paper money. This one is Kazakhstan. And the only reason I know that is because that's what the label said it was when I bought it. This one's some kind of like Chinese note from World War II. $10 on that. This one I think is a little more popular one. But it's not the best of shape, so I got $10 on that. Little Hong Kong 1 cent paper. $15 for that one. This one is from Bhutan. Now I'm going to try to pronounce the denomination, but the dragon's design on here is pretty cool. That also from Bhutan. Again, no idea what the denomination is other than a 5. But it's pretty cool designs. Once the Japanese, so there's a chop marked 1 yen. Got it at 175. The coin itself actually got hit so much it has actually dished. So like if you touch like right around here and feel around on the plastic, you actually feel like bulging onto the plastic because it's so close to the front of the slab. Right, that's 175. A little bit larger. I think this one, the rectangular one. Oh, this one. That one's 125 because it's gold. So it's 22.3% gold. The rest of that is silver. This is the last one I have. Got that at 125. No problem. This one I don't remember. This like a French Polynesia, 1,000 something note, probably a franc, 1,000 franc something note, but it's really pretty large note. Got that at $30. This one's a Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank Corporation $10, and pretty large note, $15 for that one.
Ray, I sent you an email.
What's that?
I sent you an email, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, actually, there's 2 of them. I screwed up the first one. And Sorcerer Stance in the Bhutan.
One or both, Stan. I had 2 of them. There's a 2 and there's a 5. They're both $5, so. Been both. I don't know a lot about world currency, so it's like if I buy it, it's gonna be pretty cool looking, one way or another. Just because, like, if you don't know what it is, make it look cool.
Welcome back, BB. Glad your nap went well.
Got a bunch of Not Guild, just varying denominations. These are $3 a piece. So doesn't matter which one you get. Doesn't matter how many you get. $3 a piece.
That's
So-
cool artwork on those. Sure.
Oh yeah.
Skiing
I'll pull
down
up some more interesting ones. There's a couple skiing. That one's got a bird on it. I thought it was kind of neat. Bird's in a cage, but still a bird. So that, and just kind of like a real tiny one that has like a little cityscape on it. I think this one's actually in a holder inside of the holder, so because it's so small. Another kind of just smaller one that's kind of neat. I like the design of this one. The other one.
10 maybe stacking.
I'm gonna assume it's one of these two. Is it, let's say, city or words? I got both of them. Oop, we lost Ashes.
Yep.
There's one with the words on it, and there's one with the city on it. The large beat up one. This one? Didn't have a large beat up.
All right,
man.
bye, Forrest. Have a good one.
2 skiing notes for Stan. Which one were you talking about? The large beat up one. Don't have a that. I think when I got this 10. I don't know which one you're talking about.
All right, Ashes. Sounds good. See you later, brother.
That's a $10 one I had. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, BB. Those. Just a couple of 50 Pfennigs that had some pretty cool artwork on it. Like, that's crazy. Bluish green with a man in the middle. Bluish green man in the middle? That one. Chat is a pain in the butt sometimes. Just trying to
Yeah.
figure out what people want.
Hard to communicate just that way. Yes, that
Okay.
one.
You got it. Just like I've showed like 15 different things in the past 2 minutes. What?
I know. It's just hard to communicate through
Yeah.
text. That's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Pretty.
So, the knockout is just, I love the color on some of these. Some of these are just amazing. And that one's pretty cool too. I've actually had a couple of the knockout notes where it's like they're just like embossed paper. Like you can feel the rate, like where the paper got raised from it
Oh,
basically getting
okay.
stamped. It's so cool. Alright, what else we got? I got $3.55 face of pretty much all prior to 1940, 90%. So you got a barber quarter, you got some SLQs, some Merc dimes, and I got 3 walkers in there. $100 for that whole stack. Melts like 97. Yes, Dan, exactly. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. So $100 gets you $3.55 face value of 90%. I'm tired of looking at it. I paid the stuff off on it, so that's all just extra if anybody's interested in some 90%. If you're needing to fill a Benji book, we got a 52S, which is a better date Benji. From me looking at the gray sheet anyway. So got that. And also got a pretty nice Stone Mountain at $75. And that will end the US section of my stuff. I don't know. I started working for a dealer that did world coins, and U.S. coins lost all the appeal. When you start seeing just really pretty designs on like everything,
Oh,
U.S.
yeah.
stuff just looks so ugly.
Looks bland.
Just saying. Not to offend the U.S. collectors, but I said what I said, and I'll stand by it. 1955 Angola 20 escudos. Pretty neat. You see a lot of them, like basically the country changes, like Spain or Portugal issued like a lot of the same design. They just changed this name up here. You see a lot of like Mozambique with that design. So 1887 Costa Rica 25 centavos. Or yeah, centavos. Sometimes it's centavos, sometimes it's timos. It all changes. It's all the same thing.
It depends on who owned the country at the time.
Yeah.
Usually what it comes down to.
Yep. 1921 Hanover 25 Pfennig porcelain not gild. Teeny tiny little 25 Pfennig porcelain. It's actually pretty chunky.
Kind of like the Philippines. Do you talk about the Spanish ran Philippines, and then the U.S. ran Philippines, and then the Philippines?
There's the Spanish Philippines. There's the other Philippines. I want to say, let me check. Yeah, I got a 1800s Philippines 50 centavo that came in the mail today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got to get it marked up and have
Look
it
at.
look it came in and stuff. This is like, it's like silver not gilt. Because it's from 1990. It's Argentina. It's like a token coinage, but it's silver. Which is kind of interesting. It's about the size of a $50. Don't 100% know why it's for, but it's silver, which is kind of neat. So, only 200,000 of them, according to Mista. So take that, use that information how you will. Got a 1870 Sarawak. It's not a country I've seen a ton of. 1 cent.
Almost looks like our large cent on the back.
Almost. But a lot of them at the time had really similar designs. So, 1870 would have been Lincoln cent. Not Indian cent.
Yeah, it would have been the Indian cent, but that looks like the large cent design.
Yeah,
on
it
the
does.
back there. There was
Yeah.
laurel wreath.
And I got some quarter ounces, and I got a few 10th ounces, but this one's a 2024 Britannia quarter ounce. $15 on that. Anybody's interested in that. Let's see what else we got.
You see what Sheree wrote you?
I'm sorry, Sherry Ward, but I said what I said. And to quote from the movie McClintock, I said what I said, and I'll stand by it to the death. If you can name that movie, you're a John Wayne fan. I've watched McClintock way too much. That's a good one. I got a 1782 Mexico 2 reals. I got some Mexican stuff. So, 1870. It's a ZSH Mexico 50 centavos. 86,000 minted. Under 100,000 of these. So, pretty cool. Got
How
a.
do you set those aside for me?
Huh?
I have you set those two aside for me. But, Ash has been a lot.
Do you want them?
I'll hold for now. If you still have
Okay.
them later, I'll
Yeah. I've had them for a while, so no rush. Santa, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the coins. I got an 1850 Spain 2 real. A little bit smaller. You'd think it'd be like a $50, considering 2 reals at the time was at least the size of a $50.
I know.
Weird, right?
Deflated.
Yeah, significantly. Got a couple of German trade tokens that are kind of weirdly shaped in a weird denomination. Like this one's a 2.5 Pfennig and it's square, but it's kind of neat. Is that data? There's a date on there, but I don't think it is. Been the Spanish 2 real. Check. Pretty cool 2.5 Pfennig. This one's just kind of weird because it's like oval shaped.
Different, like a railroad coin, but
Yeah,
an actual
just over
coin.
20 Pfennig. It's kind of
Those
neat.
pennies from the railroad kind of has that look to it.
Yeah, it's like they rolled it out and then they stamped it. Or they stamped it when they rolled it. I don't know. Or they rolled it. What, you know what I mean? I'm not going to
They
butcher my
did something with it.
1905, Spain. Not Spain. Japan. Yee. 50 cent. Wow, I'm on the whole other side of the world. But there's a $half. So there's some $half size silver. Got that. I'm going to remove it right, pull all the stuff from so I can put it back in the same spot. Let's see, 1935, India. This one's a 5 Cori.
Or instead of a rupee.
Yep. That's $40. I think I got a couple of these floating around somewhere. I want to say I got like 34, 35, something like that. So pretty cool. Seen some rupees from there. They're all really similar. This one is from Turkey. It is 10. I guess it's 10 million lira. And $55 on that it is sterling. And it's kind of proofy. It's from 2002, so it's a little bit more modern. But it's kind of cool. I mean, you can tell it's kind of proof-like because there's a camera. On the same proof train. 1977 proof UK 25 pence. They actually had a couple of these. There's a silver one and there's a copper nickel one. The copper nickel I don't think was a proof. So, because it's a proof, as demonstrated by, you can see my lamp. I'd say it's silver. So $40 on that. I mean, that's at least a Morgan worth of silver. With more than a Morgan, because the same size in sterling. So, got that. Got a 1871 Prussia Thaler. Got the, I think it's the Madonna statue on it, I believe. 880,000 minted. $90 on that one. If anybody wants to take, I'll do that at 85. Anybody is interested in that. I pulled these out when Ben was still here, but I got some Canadian halves. I got a 1929, 1916, which actually really hard to see the 16 on camera. You can kind of see it when I look straight at it, but it's really hard to see on camera. That one might just get thrown in the melt pile because it's so close to being slick. And then 1920 that again is pretty slick and it's like $1 over melt, $1, $2 over melt. So here's some Canadian 1911 Prussia 3 mark. I really like the eagle on this one. I just like the way they did it. That's pretty darn cool, in my opinion. $55 on that one. And I'm just literally leaving everything in a pile right here because Stan will come back in 5 minutes after I put everything away. And then
Yeah, very true. And I want this one, and I want that one, and I want this one. Already put them away.
Got some 1 ouncers. Got a Millennium Falcon 1 ounce from 2021. $60 on that. Yeah, the German Eagle looks really tough. Got a Britannia from 2023. It's got Charles on it. I think this would have been the first year they had Charles on it. Right? 23?
Yes.
I I think that they had a split type that year, but I think they still had the queen on them in 23 as well.
Yeah, they had both.
Yeah. Which.
They were transitional.
Yep. I remember when they had the double slab, where it was like one right next to the other. That was pretty cool. Like they did for like the Type 1, Type 2 Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Like the double slab. There's just something about a double slab that's significantly cooler. Got a 2022 Republic of Chad, or not Chad, it's Cameroon. Don't know where I got Chad. 500 francs, 1 ounce, 10,000 minted. It's got a baboon on it. So I got that. Let's see. Got a couple of like trade dollar commemorative type things. This one's from St. Helena, 10,000 minted. Don't remember. I want to say it's an ounce. I know it's silver. I just don't remember the purity and weight on it. I don't know. I'll Google that. That one's like a U.S. trade dollar. Really low mintage. Like there's 10,000 of them. So pretty low mintage.
When you are at the coin show that you go to all the time,
Yes.
do they ever have dance codes there?
Sometimes there's a lady that has supplies that does dance goes, but they're mostly U.S. stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I check occasionally, see if she's got. But by the time I check at the end of the show, if there's been anything other than U.S. dance goes,
They're gone.
there's a good chance they're probably gone because like once the show opens, I can't. Like I'm busy setting up, and then
Right, you can't go anywhere.
can't go anywhere. So, or like her corner fills up so fast because she is in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple bigger shows. I can definitely check for some dance goes. The odds of them having them are still pretty low. But I definitely keep my eye out for world coin dance goes, especially at good prices. Because most U.S. dealers, if they get one, they don't know what it is. There's your Noah's Ark for $45. Like, I mean, silver is what, $10 silver melt right now? $9 silver melt?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice silver. That's all the 1 ounce silvers I have that are actually like, bullion type ish. Got 1841 Germany, Brunswick Wolfenbüttel Taler. I'll do that at 75 if anybody wants that. Not a German state you see too often. Well, Scott, it's been 36 for like a week now, which makes me want to offload some of the 90% from when I was collecting. I'm honestly thinking about offloading some 90%. I bought a $20 gold piece, sell off the $20 gold piece, sell off the 90%, and go buy me a Mexico 50 pesos.
Yeah.
I kind of want one, but I don't want to drop
one too.
$4,000 on it.
I know.
So it's like, well, I can sell off the $20 gold piece that I've already made like $1,100 on just by holding on to it. Sell off the 90% I have to get the other like $700 I need. Bada bing, bada boom. But I'm also like going to the fun show. Theoretically, I'm going to the fun show next summer, so I don't know. I have
How fun!
I'm hoping so.
I was supposed to be.
Was,
I was supposed to be. I wasn't even supposed to be running today. I was supposed to be in Tulsa at the coin show, and my doggy got sick, and I spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
And was $650 later. And then my aunt passed away last week, so I had to go to the funeral there. So all the money I had saved up to go, went right down the drain.
Right out the window.
So I didn't get to go, and then my doggy passed away anyway.
Oof. 1862, city of Frankfurt, 1 taler, 44,000 minted. Pretty low mintage, $175. Find a U.S. coin with a comparable vintage that's under $1,000. 44,000.
Thank you, Cherie. Yeah, it was hard on my kids.
Yeah, that sounds rough.
Daughter has known him since she was 3 years old. So.
This one is 1932 German 3 Reichsmark. So you start to get into like that more, weird mustache dude eagle. I don't know how else to phrase that. You got a more stoic eagle, I guess. 56,000 of these minted, and I got that at 300. Pretty. Had a fight on eBay for that one for a little while, so got that at 300 if anybody's interested in that or wants to make an offer. Definitely, like the higher the price tag, I can definitely be more open to offers or reasonable offers anyway. So I need to flip it around. I'm going to look at that dude's face. This was in 1908. Yep, 1908 Philippine peso at $25. I actually saw a 1904 peso on eBay a little while ago, like 2-3 weeks ago. That thing got expensive fast. 1898 in Japan, 50 cent. I got a bunch of these just floating around, just things. Well, Stan, if you make an offer, the worst I'll tell you on any offer is no. So that is the absolute worst thing I will tell you is no. Japan, 100 yen. This one's kind of neat. I think this is 64, somewhere in that area. Down 60% silver, $8 on that. I like the design of this one. The Phoenix is really nice. Pretty cool anyway. Focus. Yeah, it's like a Phoenix or a peacock or something. I'm gonna say Phoenix because Phoenix sounds cooler. So $12 on that one. And I think that's it unless anybody's got anything in particular that they're looking for, want to see again, want to make an offer on. I'm definitely open to any offers. Like I said, the worst I will tell anybody is no.
Exactly, Scott S. I mean, they, always been there. They're very loyal, and then all of a sudden they're gone, and it's not easy.
Anybody want a coin box? Made out of a couple of Italian 5 lira. 125. If anybody's interested in that.
Different.
It's chunky. Most of the time you see it's just like one coin. They're all probably still made out of 2 coins. This one they just like welded an extra bead on or something, extra area onto. So, but most of them you see that they're like locket. Like they won't really hold anything. They'd pass for a normal coin. I've had this one for a little while, and I'm just tired of looking at the thing. But I think it's pretty neat. 125 on that one. Anybody got anything they want to see again? Anything they're looking for? No, I say send it right back to the emails.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's do some emails. He smells emails. All right. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. Set. Go. All right. Starting with Rosebud. The items that are still up there, we have some nickels here. This is a Jefferson nickel album from 1938 to 1981S. It is the Dansko album. It has all of the coins except for 3. 3 are missing. Asking $80 plus $6 shipping. And that does include all of the war nickels that are silver too in this album. The only one's missing like the 50D. I think it's missing. It's only missing 3. There you go. So all of it for 80. You get the Danceco plus all the nickels in them, $80, and it will be yours. Anybody for 80 on it? All right, next up from Rosebud. That's a very good deal. Yep. And you can get the 50D from Ashes. He's got it. All right, we have the 2017. This is a $20 Star Note bill. Asking $25 and can be combined shipping, $6 shipping, or you can do risky ship. But there you go, Star Note. And they're getting rarer and rarer. Everybody's pulling them out of circulation because they are no longer being made or going to be made. $25. $25 make you holla. Next up, we've got some UK, Great Britain notes here. These are $15 each. Here are £5 notes. The two different ones, they are $15 each. $2012. Next up, Rosebud has a $20 note here. Asking $40 for this one. This is nice and crispy and new. Be crispy. Put these in your wallet. You'll be walking around with a few extra pounds. You won't even need to eat to gain a few pounds. It's 40. Next up, we have 2 consecutive $1 bills. And these are up closer here. These are $5. But they are from the 88 series, 1988. You have the 25 there and then the 24 there. $5. And then next, we have the Atocha. This is 1622 pendant of the Atocha. Bid or make an offer with 1500 to 1600 Spanish. It is 2.3 gram, 14 karat gold, and 2 escudos coin pendant. That one is $2.15. Next up is also from the Etosha. This one is a 1577 to 1589, 4 reals. And it's a silver coin and 14 karat gold setting, 115. 115. All right, next one up. I get them all. These are the earrings here from the Etosha. And asking 125 for the pair. $125 for the pair. It's in 14 karat gold settings, and they are 1 real. And then lastly, we have an incredible 1900 V nickel. Look at that. Just beautiful. Don't ever get to see them this nice. And that one is $99 shipped or for trade at 3 rounds of silver or bars. Beautiful V nickel. All right, next up we got Kevin. This is the Bumblebee Jasper. Weighs 9.6 grams and also set sterling. This is $70 shipped. This is pendant. $70 shipped. Next up, we have the Real Azul. This is a composite turquoise, 925 sterling silver. It's 2 inches in length, 15 grams, 105 shipped. Composite turquoise, isn't that beautiful? Yep. Cherie, and if those dogs aren't nice, end up as hot dogs. Not just flat ones. All right, next up, this is a size 7 from the number 8 mine turquoise. There are 2 rings here. They are $90 each. They are in sterling. We have 2 different ones here. They are $90 each. Navajo made. This is the armor ring. It is 2.5 inches long and the size 8.5. It is sterling, 925, weighs 27.9 grams. Paired and polished. $225 shipped. Finger armor. When you're walking around with, Excalibur, you don't hurt your fingers. A cool idea. $225 and it can be yours. Next up, we have Cherie Ward stuff here. We have 2 sets. This is a 1959 black Capitol holder, beautiful condition, and a 1964 Whitman clear plastic in beautiful condition. This is the proof set. She is asking a bin of $64. Bin of 64. That is the 59 proof set. Plus 64 mint set. Yeah, Scott S. I agree too. Willing to compromise in any way, work together. It's already done. Been there, done that. That was $64 for the set. Next up, we have a 10-ounce Rarities bar. 10-ouncer. $400 plus $8 shipping. 10-ounce bar. This is a vintage bar. Next up, we have, this is the Proof Alaska Mint Denali 1 ounce round with gold gilt. Looking for $55 starting bid. Then we have a 1998 coin and die set for $75. So this is the die that made the cent. It is together. It has the COA with it, with certificate of authenticity. Nice display for someone's coin room. They're very cool. $75.
Ray, I'll be in chat if anyone needs me. I'm done for today.
Okay, sounds good, brother.
Yep.
And then we have a 1921 S and a 1924 S Buffalo nickels. 24S, the key date, and the other one's a harder date to get. $75 shipped for both of them. $75. That is all we have, folks, for today. Let me close this out and make it back to StreamYards here. All right. Just me alone. I can show you what I had left over, but I think you guys have already seen everything already. And so I'm going to switch the camera around here. We're going to head out for the day. There we go. All right. So, today is Saturday. Okay. So tomorrow, definitely watch out for Mama T and Big T's show tomorrow. After that, Ashes will be on for the late night. And then we have Keys on Wednesday. And also we have Big T on Monday night too. So just keep your eyes posted for all of those. And I think that is all we have today. Let me check something here real quick. See if anybody is live. We refresh. I do not see anybody at the moment. Descriptions. Anybody I know live right now? Doesn't look like. I usually Snipey Farmers on time too, so doesn't look like it. So we are going to get out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today, and I hope you guys enjoy the things that you get. We love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.